All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our two great kings, the gods that the King James Bible speaks of, which again, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh and His only begotten Son, who the world of ignorance calls Christ. True name is Yahweh Shai. Second of all, I want to give the honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down there rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, Send in the Troops, or Will He Send in the Troops? And the he that I'm talking about is Donald John Trump. All right. And Lord Willis, brother, since you're on the screen, I just did a simple Google search for the meaning of sending in the troops. And it says send in the troops means to deploy soldiers or military personnel to a specific location, usually to address a crisis or situation requiring forceful intervention like a riot, conflict, or natural disaster. All right. Again, send in the troops means to deploy soldiers or military personnel to a specific location, usually to address a crisis or situation requiring forceful intervention, like a riot, conflict, or natural disaster. Essentially, to send in a large group of armed forces to take control of a situation. All right. So, I brought that out for this article to back up this article that I have through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It says, National Guard troops worried Trump would deploy them for mass deportation. All right. It says the National Guard members fear landing in a center of political tussle between red states and governor and blue states attorneys generals over Donald Trump's expected crackdown on undocumented immigrants. The large-scale deportation efforts could begin as soon as Monday, with okay, so sooner than I thought. They said it was going to start Tuesday, but they want to do it Monday. All right. With Republican governor vowing to deploy the guard if Trump asks, and officials in Democratic states ready quick legal pushback. And the scriptures say what? What did the Lord Yahweh Shah say? A house divided against itself should not stand. All right. So they're saying if he does this, the Democrats are going to stand up against it. All right. So you got the House of Edom, which they've been at for a long time, heavy division amongst the House of Edom. All right. Democratic states ready, and the Lord said what? That house should not stand. Meaning that that nation of people won't last. All right. When two of the same people, when the same nation when the same nation is at odds with each other, they won't last. All right. Officials in Democratic states ready. Okay, I read it already. Some of 435,000 troops worried 435,000 damn troops worried they'll get pulled into a legal, murky mission rooting out people in communities where they have day jobs as sheriffs, cops, or firefighters. Or North Star has how lawful it is, said Rob Bonta, if I pronounced that wrong, California Attorney General, in an interview about the incoming presidents deploying the guard. If they are operating lawfully, there's nothing for us to, and the president is allowed to do that. If he's acting unlawfully, as he did many times under Trump 1.0, we sued him over 120 times. And Trump has said he will bring in the military to help with mass deportation. So there you go. All right. Now, again, it remains to be seen if he will do it or not. But again, let's read the definition of sending in the troops. All right. Sending the troops meaning to deploy soldiers and military personnel to a specific location, usually to address a crisis. Now, Esau has called this a migrant crisis. All right. So again, to address a crisis or situation requiring forceful intervention. All right. And a lot of them so-called migrants probably will fight back. What they're saying, they'll fight back. All right, if need be. So if he does go through with all this, he's saying, it's going to be, violence is going to rise in the streets of Babylon the Great. Violence is going to jump through the roof. Like a riot, which the riots could start. Like in yesterday, they was actually protesting. The protests already begun in Washington, D.C. Conflict or natural disaster. Essentially to send in a large group of armed forces to take control of a situation, right? And again, Esau's coined this a migrant crisis. So this is a crisis, which Trump might deploy 400,000 military men and women or whatever. Pretty sure there's women sprinkled among them, but yeah, deploy them into the streets to help the ICE agents, the cops, or whatever. All right. Now, would they do it? That's a whole nother story, but all right, would they agree with it? Put their life on the line. They're basically going to be putting their life on the line. These are some of them so-called migrants are in violent criminal gangs. All right. And they are, call a spade a spade. There's pictures of them, in throwing up gang signs, taking over apartment complexes. That shit was true. That shit wasn't fake. Now, rather Esau set that up, we don't know, but they actually was taking over apartment complexes and stuff like that. So-called gang members, which they all could be agents. But either way, Esau could use that to blame the tribes. All right. And say, yeah, they're gangs, they're criminals, they're so like Trump's been saying. And then deploy these military forces, the ones of them that are down with it. And then again, violence will go through the roof in Babylon the Great. All right. And this could be the beginning phases of the madmen. The scripture speak about the madmen sparing none. All right. Or like I've said, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, well, not just myself, elders and brothers as well. A lot of them people that crossed through the borders, rather they were Moabites, Hamites, because it just wasn't all the Northern Kingdom crossing. You had other nations crossing too. And a lot of them, I believe, are UN troops. And a lot of them, we got to sit back, watch, wait, and see what happens. All right, because we really don't know if they are, but I believe a lot of them were UN troops. All right, and then migrants that did come over here, the Northern Kingdom that did come here, all right, they can activate them to handle this problem. They can pose as military forces, U.S. military forces, and get shit kickstarted. But again, that's just me speaking as a man. I don't know. All right, but we got to sit back, watch, wait, and see what happens. But this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 71. And they should be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right? The troops or the armed forces that Esau is going to deploy in the time of Jacob's trouble. And Jacob's trouble can kick off any day now. All right? One big event can shake shit up and cause military forces to be put in the streets. Like this, what they call a so-called migrant crisis. Again, we read the definition. It says they send in the troops for crises. And Esau has coined it a migrant crisis. We have a migrant crisis right now. All right? So again, that could that could shake shit up where they're deployed. All right, where these troops are deployed. Keep going, man. Shalakia. And we'll pick up the brothers getting ready to go to camp. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I just want to bring that out real quick. Because this is the beginning, could be the beginning phases of the madmen being deployed into the streets. All right. All right, Shalakia. And again, to send in the soldiers for a specific location under usual to address a crisis situation requiring forceful intervention. All right. And like I said, Jacob's trouble should kick off any day now. So like I said, with that, and the brothers are here now getting ready to go to camp. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakwadashi. Double honors again to my elders and apostles, a great millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers, that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.